Good Wednesday morning. We start with a live look outside. This is over Golden from our Lookout Mountain camera ahead of a weather impact alert because of the chance for flooding later today. You can kind of feel it in the air this morning. We had some swirling winds early on. We have high humidity once again today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Jordan Chavez. Good morning, everybody. That cold front, of course, blowing in overnight kind of created a bit of a chillier start for us today. 57 degrees now at the airport.
You're probably so happy right now.
I'm a little bit happy. I will say, though, Chris, this morning I thought to myself, boy, I might need a jacket. Actually, I felt a little cold.
I mean, it's kind of nice and crisp, right? You want to take the dog walk, the jog, those sorts of things. That's just kind of not fun to do later in the day in July. You can do that now. So I suppose, Corey, if you want the Corey Rose weather, you sort of get it later today. It's maybe not quite Corey enough. It's going to be in the 80s today. But, you know, you get the idea, right? This morning kind of allows the cooler, outdoorsier people to kind of get outside and enjoy that. Meantime, here in the 90s backyard, it's 63 at the airport, 57 right now. Those dew points, that's the measure of the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. That is the key number to me. This is what I really track on days like this. 50s, 60s, eastern plains, 30s and 40s in the mountains. Radar right now, mostly on the quiet side, but later today, we will have those showers and storms with a flash flood possibility. I also want to be clear, not everybody in Denver or along the I-25 corridor or even the eastern plains will see a storm today. But where you do, it is going to produce the potential for some prolific downpours, 1 to 2 inches of rain in 45 minutes or less possible today. 81, mostly cloudy skies, 60% coverage with those storms between 1 and 11 p.m. That's why we have that weather impact alert, is because of that flash flood threat. More details on this in a few minutes. Erica.
Chris, thank you so much. It is 7:02. We've been following a crash in Westminster for some time. Sky 9 still up and over it. It's along Sheridan Boulevard this morning and 72nd Avenue. Let's get you up to speed if you are just joining us. We learned from Westminster Police a little bit more about this crash, and it's actually pretty wild. This is actually two separate crashes that happened right around the same time. As you can see at our live lookout here, tow trucks are working to clear all of the vehicles. Once those are clear, they plan to reopen the intersection. I just saw folks kind of cleaning up some debris out this way. But what happened was there were two vehicles right here in the middle of the intersection facing opposite directions. So one of them actually must have spun out and was facing the wrong way on the road. Then there was a truck right about here, a pickup truck, and it was by itself. So for most of the morning, I was saying, I wonder if that car was related or they were a witness. Turns out with that crash, another vehicle actually fled the scene. And with the other two vehicles that were involved in the middle of the intersection right here, several other vehicles fled the scene. So police are looking for those vehicles that left the crash scene. As far as injuries are concerned this morning, we know that one person took themselves to the hospital. Otherwise, there was nothing major. So once we get these cars towed out of the way, the intersection will be reopening, but it certainly has been closed for some time. As far as the detour has been, earlier Sky 9 kind of gave us a much wider view, and we could see that police are blocking off the intersection all the way far back out of frame from what we can see, and they were just allowing folks to kind of detour through the shopping center. It wasn't looking too congested, but certainly something to keep in mind if you're getting ready to travel in the area of Sheridan and 72nd. They are zooming out to kind of show us that. This is what I'm talking about here. Police blocking the intersection, and you can see cars are just doing a loop-de-loop here right through the shopping center. So that's kind of just the in-home detour right over here. Let's go ahead and take you over to our CDOT camera. The other problem we've been dealing with for most of the morning drive along eastbound I-70 is a crash. It's between Idaho Springs and Genesee. We still have a couple lanes closed. One far right lane is open and moving. This is also been relatively low impact because there's just not been too much volume. Haven't seen any significant delays. It's just something to be aware of. I quickly want to bring you over to our map this morning. This is where that Sheridan 72nd wreck is in Westminster. And then I want to leave you with a heads up. We've got some road work on Tower Road near the airport between Pena and 84th, and it certainly is causing some delays.
All right, Erica, thank you. Right now, we have some new information on a double shooting in Denver. This happened on West Colfax near Kalamath. Minutes ago, police just told us that both people are dead. The victims are an adult man and woman, and officers think that one was killed before the other took their own life. Police say their investigation is not yet done.
The former dentist accused of killing his wife may learn his fate today. It's in the jury's hands now, and in a little more than an hour, they will return to the courthouse to consider the testimony in the James Craig murder trial.
Yeah, that's right. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon is joining us live outside Arapahoe County Court once again this morning. And Courtney, we know the jury listened to hours of closing arguments, and they began those deliberations just yesterday.
Yes, that's right, Corey and Jordan. The jury listened to 2.5 hours of closing arguments and then went into deliberations around 1 p.m. yesterday. James Craig is charged with first-degree murder in the death of his wife, Angela Craig, but he faces a lot of other allegations. He's also accused of trying to arrange the murder of witnesses, the fabrication of evidence, and perjured testimony. Craig is accused of slowly poisoning his wife after she was hospitalized with a mysterious illness. She died in March 2023. According to court documents and testimony from several witnesses, Craig told others Angela was suicidal and asked him to order the poison. The prosecution claims there's no evidence Angela knowingly ingested poison. One of the prosecuting attorneys on the case spoke during closing arguments yesterday. Take a listen.
Angela Craig was innocent. She had no part in her death. And the only person who says otherwise is this man. The person guilty of the ultimate betrayal, her murder.
This case is really about broken people, broken marriage, broken perceptions, broken investigation.
The jury is expected to return back to court in about an hour and a half at 8:30 this morning. We'll be sure to keep you updated when they come back with a verdict. Live in Centennial, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
Courtney, thank you. It's 7:07 right now, and this morning we have an update on the Vibrant Denver bond package. The Denver City Council made a new amendment to add $18 million in safety improvements surrounding the potential site of a new Denver Broncos stadium. The amendment allocates funding for safety improvements on 13th and 14th Avenues from Colorado Boulevard to Quebec Street. The funding for safety improvements was taken out of money originally earmarked for the development of an affordable housing project.
Well, the clock is ticking for small businesses to get a $10,000 grant. Applications are now open for the 2025 Backing Small Businesses Grant Program. They are only accepting applications through tomorrow at 11 p.m. The initiative is only offering 400 small business grants of $10,000 each. These grants are reserved for brick and mortar businesses located in historic main streets or downtowns. Businesses must have been operating on or before January 1st of 2024 and have fewer than 20 full-time employees, and they must use the funding on a project that fosters sustainable growth, long-term resilience, or deepened community impact.